Today we are talking about my monthly haul and favorites, and let's go ahead and get started. I didn't actually purchase a lot of things till maybe the last few days of the month, so a lot of these are brand new to me. Starting with the Chanel palette, it's the new collection. This one's 316, it's more of the cooler toned. The other one is like a bronzier, more golden type of shade. So this one is out of my comfort zone, but I'm glad I picked it up. I have it on right now, and I'll do a get ready with me using this. Let's just swatch those really quickly. So we've got the lightest shade here. It's like a very light lavender shade. More lavender than pink, I would say. Again, another lavender type shade right here. That's the second one. Really light. I've got those more towards the inner corners of my eyes. Then there's this really pretty pink. It's a bit warmer than the other two. It's very sheer. Kind of hard to see actually on my skin tone, but there is just the slightest bit of warmth in that one. And then you've got this beautiful purpley, it's almost got a brown tinge to it. It's not like purple. It reminds me a lot of the Terracotta, their eyeliner that they had, which was limited edition, which was one of my favorites because it was kind of like a plummy brown. It doesn't look brown in here, but it's definitely more plum brownish than like a purple. I do have all 4 colors right now. Like I said, I filmed a get ready with me as I got ready for this, so I'll show you as many of these products as I can in a get ready with me. This is the Crayon that came out with the collection, and this one is in number 27, Bois Rose. I think I'm saying that correctly. I hope I am. Really pretty. But see, here's the swatch of it, and I'm wearing it. So you can see, and I recently did a favorite lipsticks, and the nude colors really looked like more of my skin tone, which is actually kind of hard to find. They'll typically look gray or too cool toned. So this one is really beautiful. It's warm, swatched here, but on my face, because I have so much warmth to my face, it looks very different. So just based on whatever your skin color is, it will look different on you, of course, but this is a really nice light color. A really pretty pink. So those are my Chanel products. So I picked up a new concealer. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. This one's in 6.5. If you saw my Instagram, what I typically do with a concealer is I'll swatch something that I know is perfect. So the NARS one in Biscuit, the one in the pot, is a really great match. So I'll go and find the NARS counter, swatch that, and swatch everything else against that. So that really helps me eliminate things that I know are just not gonna work for me. So here's 6.5. I wear 7.5 in the Fluid Sheer Foundation, so they said, yes, get a shade lighter, because the next shade to this was 775, which was too dark. So I used this under my eyes today. I'm kind of giving it a test to see how it works. I actually just picked that up yesterday. We'll see how that goes, but so far it looks really nice. I think it looks really nice. And then we've got this one too. I was looking for something for my face. So unfortunately, there was nothing in this concealer that was going to work on my face part of my makeup, just under the eyes. So I went and I asked for something liquidy. I'm looking for more of like a liquid light type of concealer. I love the Clé de Peau. Like I said, I love the NARS, and those are both really creamy, but I was looking for something just a little bit different. I just want to try out more concealers anyway. So this is the First Aid Beauty, and I was pleasantly surprised with this. I have it on today, no color correcting. So it didn't look like it was going to be peachy enough for me, but look, but on my face, like, I have no color correcting, and that's pretty amazing for me not to do any kind of color. I didn't add any of the Urban Decay. I didn't use any of the Cover FX. So yeah, so far I'm really happy with this because it was so fast today, and you'll see that in the get ready with me. Okay, moving on, I picked up some Chantecaille. So I originally went to the Clé de Peau counter at Nordstrom in San Diego. So if you live in San Diego, I love your UTC mall. Your beauty section is really nice. So Christy over at Chantecaille was trying to help me with the Clé de Peau because Clé de Peau person wasn't there. I really wanted the limited edition eye pots. There's like a brown color and a cream color. They didn't have them, so I'm gonna probably order those online. But I did, my stomach is growling, sorry. But I did pick up a couple of their eye pots because she said these formulas are really great. I'm gonna do like a subtle makeup look with this because these are beautiful for everyday in-person kinds of makeup. So I have one in Sylvie, And this one is in copper. One of you on Instagram, let me know if it was you, let me know you picked this one up as well. It's so pretty, but again, it's super subtle. So I'm gonna try and see if it reads on camera for you, but I wanna use this and the bronzer and the blush, which I really love, and I wanna pick up the foundation. Thank you, Christy, for helping me with that. So here's Sylvie, a nice warm neutral color. It just evens out my eyelids. And then this one, and I tried this in the waterline too, really beautiful. This one is copper. It doesn't look anything like the Laura Mercier copper though, so don't expect the same thing. It's very like a soft shimmer. So I wear those to my eyes. I've been wearing those every day, and I'm really happy with them, and I've not gotten any creasing. I know there was a question about that on Instagram, so I have not gotten any creasing, but I don't put that much on to begin with, so it's not like overloaded with product. And then I picked this up. This is the lip veil in Honeypot. It's the one with the elephant on it. Really beautiful. It reminds me actually a lot of the Chanel one. So let's see, did I swatch that Chanel? Here's the Chantecaille one. And then let's swatch the Chanel next to it, just because I want to see what they look like together. So the Chanel looks like it has a little bit more pigmentation to it, and it's a bit rosier, it looks like, more of like a brownish tone to it, and this one doesn't have that like earthiness about it. Is that a way to describe lipstick? It just doesn't have that tone to it. Both beautiful, both really creamy. Yeah, love them. So I'm gonna use this with the Chantecaille video too. So lots of luxury makeup is kind of catching my eye right now. There are a lot of other launches happening, and then I'm just, if they don't look interesting to me, I won't pick them up. So they have to be things that I'm excited about for me to purchase them. So I was excited to try those. Oh, also I got this, I know some of you missed out on it. It was like a really fast offering on the VIB points for Sephora, but I picked up Walk of Shame, Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of those things that I think is gonna end up being one of the colors that I wear a lot. Again, I know that the brighter colors, they come across really well on camera. So I'm gonna try and wear some more of those because I think I can look washed out, but in person, it's a totally different story. Like bright colors are kind of really bright, and it's these colors that look really great in person. So it's just depending on your purpose. I picked up a brush by Ray Morris. This is like a fluffy, that's not like it is a fluffy brush for blending, number 7.5, and I like these because of the magnetic, because if you've seen my other brushes, I have that magnetic holder by Ray Morris. It's the rectangle, and then you just pop them in there. I'm finding that the magnetic brushes are the ones that I use because I can find them. If they're just like swirling around in a jar, I can't manage them. So that's why I like those so much. And the fewer I have, the more I'm actually able to find. It's when I have lots of brushes to choose from that I can't find anything. So I love that. I went to Ulta. So we live in a place where it rained a lot, and I couldn't make more than one trip. I just had to make one trip and pick up some stuff and be done with it because it was crazy traffic. But I picked up two of these, actually, the Lanolin Hands Rose Hand Cream. So if you have not tried this and you have very dry skin, this one absorbs really quickly into your skin. So I've used some other hydrating hand creams that kind of leave a film and will leave some, like almost a greasiness on things that I touch. So I love this because it absorbs well and it has really nice staying power. So I love this. So I bought two of them. I also picked up the It Cosmetics eyeliner, which I have to go get. Oh my gosh. I had to go get it. It's the No-Tug Waterproof Anti-Aging Gel Eyeliner. It goes on really smoothly, but it seems softer than the Highliner by Marc Jacobs. So if you like the Highliner consistency, it's a little bit different. Feels a little bit softer. It's a lot easier to go outside of the lines. I like it, but I still like the Marc Jacobs better. Probably keep it in my travel makeup. Also new is this Brow Blade by Urban Decay. It's got the calligraphy end on it right here, and I have this in the deepest color that they offer, and then it also comes with a pencil on the other end. And I actually like using the pencil better than the calligraphy part, but again, I have them on and it'll be part of the get ready with me. Yeah, definitely giving this a test drive just to see how much I really use it. Also, I got this little sample of the Brow Endowed in a brown color, can't remember, like Brown Betty or something like that, where it has a primer on one side. There's this teeny tiny little thing. My camera doesn't want to focus right now. And then it has a color on the other side. Also, I'm using that today, so you'll get to see that. I think I will try out the bigger size in a different color. It's not dark enough for me, but I do have it on, so it still works. I don't think it stands out like that doesn't work. I just wanted to check in with a couple of items that I've been trying. I meant to use this in the Get Ready With Me, but I forgot. It's the mascara by Terry. It's the one that has a growth booster in it, and it's a very nice, like, high-end mascara. So if you like those gentle kinds of mascaras that take many layers to build up, then this is for you. I like more of an instant kind of buildup, so I like her other one, which is what I'm wearing right now. But this is nice, and I'm gonna try and use this with the Chantecaille Get Ready With Me so you can see that, because I completely forgot I meant to use it. But I do want to check in with you and let you know that it is more of like the consistency of more high-end mascaras, meaning it doesn't build up quickly. It's very like thin in its consistency. It does look really nice if you have time to build it up because it doesn't clump, or if you don't want that much mascara on. I think it's a really nice one, but I like mine like so you can see them. So I'll show you that one in action in a couple weeks. Another check-in with the By Terry. I know that I just did like a quick video just to show you what they looked like. So I haven't really pulled for this deep one as much because it's just so red, and I feel like I need to have the right look with it. I don't wear red on the daily, but I did do a test on it. So at a certain point it did have some color and it didn't transfer, but I would still purchase more of these. And I actually went to go to purchase these from Beautylish because the delivery is a little bit faster than Space NK, and both of the colors I wanted were out. So people are liking these, and I like this one. So I have worn this a few times. It's nice and moisturizing. After about 4 or so hours though, I did need to apply something else like a gloss just because it felt a little bit dry, but it hung in there pretty well. I will purchase a few of the lighter colors when they come back into stock. Out of these two, I would go with the Lip Expert Shine, but this is nice if you want specifically a matte color that's not drying, because this is not nearly as drying as most of the liquid lip formulas out there that I've tried. We've got the Erborian Solid Cleansing Oil. I love this. I did find another one though. Here's the consistency of it. It's like a creamy. I did find one though that Beautylish sent me. It's by Pharmacy, and it reminded me a lot of this. So I'm gonna try that next to see and compare them, because I'm always looking for an alternative to this because it's a little bit pricey. That's the best one I've ever tried though. So I will do a little comparison with the Pharmacy one. Oh, and I forgot to mention this one last time. It's the Terracotta Bronzer by Guerlain in Deep. And I really just swirl them together. I used it today. I've been really enjoying using bronzer lately. And in the Get Ready With Me, oh shoot, I forgot. In the Get Ready With Me, you'll see my makeup starts out really like, doesn't look right at all in terms of the shade of the foundation. It looks too light. I used a new primer, which I've got to go get to, I forgot that. But this just warmed it up, and I really just added it to the perimeter of my face. So that's why I love bronzer so much. It's so transformative. So I did want to mention this in case you were looking for a bronzer. It's the one I've been pulling for over all of my other bronzers, and I have a lot. I know there's a request to do a bronzer video, so I will do that. But someone asked, how do I get bronzers that aren't orange? And I actually prefer something that has a little bit of warmth like that. So my bronzers tend to be more on the warm side than on the cool side. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that primer for you. I'll be back again. Okay, this is the VDL Lumilayer Primer. I picked this up because I read one of those emails from Beautylish where they were talking about this product. It's how you get that glass skin look, and I've been really trying it and wanting to get that right, but I'm still struggling with a couple components of it. So I will let you know as soon as I figure it out. But this is a primer, and on me it does give like a weird kind of white cast, but then as I look at it, it's like there's something underneath that you can see coming through. So I hope you can see that on the camera, but I'm looking at the viewfinder, that's what I'm looking up right now. But I can see it, it's like a luminescence that's coming through that's not a bronzy color. So I think because it's cool colored, that's what the power of this product is. I think it would look really beautiful if you have fair skin and it just brings that translucence to your skin. On tan skin, it's a little trickier because you'll see it in the Get Ready With Me, but there's a white cast, but I have it under the foundation. I think that's what you see coming through, but it's a really interesting product. It reminds me a lot of the Photo Fluid, something like that, where it had reflective particles in it, kind of like this. That's what it reminds me of. So I'm gonna keep playing with that, but I think my makeup looks different today because of that. So let me know if you think it looks different in a good way or a bad way, but I think it looks more luminous. Oh, onto a couple of clothing things. So this one's a really practical one, and if you're like me, I really do not like when my socks end up smushed in my shoes. So I've tried ones that have like the gel on the back. I've tried ones that have like more of a band around the arch of the foot so they stay in place. But I also don't like seams in my socks because I'll get blisters on my toes. But it's the Swiftwick blister-free moisture wicking sock. And it seems silly, but these are the ones I reach for because I have tons of socks, but they're all the ones that end up like at the front of my shoes. And these are mostly for sneakers or tennis shoes. So if you haven't tried these, I would try them because out of all my socks, and I have tons of socks, these are the ones that I look for. So they're not inexpensive. I think they're like between $10 and $15 a pair, but they're definitely worth the convenience in that they stay. It's a Nobel Prize winning fiber. That's interesting. I just read that. I just want to show these to you because if you're looking for socks like me, here's what they look like out of the package. So it does have like a little band around it. There is a seam, but it doesn't have like the knots that are associated with a seam, like ending it on the sewing machine. So I want to point those out. I'll show you a little insert with some shoes. Now you can see the little, I just wish they didn't have this thing on there. You can see that peeking out a little bit on tennis shoes, but it's worth it to me because I would rather have that than have them shoved in the front of my shoes. A couple other things I know I mentioned in my clothing video that I don't shop in like mid-range stores. I'll either go really low end or really high end. Very few items in between. But I was walking by Ann Taylor and that's kind of in that mid-range where I really don't shop anymore. And they had some cute looking pants with buttons that caught my eye. So these are like a legging pant with gold buttons. You know what I noticed about pants is if they have a seam in the back like this, let's see if you can see the seam, but there's a seam going down the back of each leg. Those are the best fitting pants. So these have that seam and they fit my criteria. So the cut is good, they're super comfortable. Color, of course, the black is very neutral, and craftsmanship. So these are really well made. Like I was looking at the seams, and that's where you can usually tell if something's well made or not. And then also looking at the zipper lays really flat. Sometimes just the way something's put together, like it'll bump and lump in all kinds of places. So those are like a legging type and they feel like pajamas. Here's the other pair I bought and they're more of a wide leg. They also have the buttons on them. And I think these come without buttons too, so I'll look and make sure. But the reason why I picked these up is I didn't pay full price. I saw them in the store and I thought, Ann Taylor always has sales, so I'm just gonna wait. So I went home and I went online and they had 40% off everything. So I got those for 40% off, which is a really good deal. I wouldn't pay full price for them, but I'm glad I have them because I wear them all the time now. They're kind of like the workhorse pants of mine. So I'll show you a couple inserts of those. So the ones with the gold buttons are nice for like more cropped things. I don't wear cropped things, but shorter type tops. The other one is great for just casual. You can wear that with heels or with sneakers. And I think they look really cute. All right, and that's it for my haul and favorites. So if you want to see some of those things in action, come back next time. I'll have a get ready with me using as many of those things as possible. And if you have any favorites, I'd love to know what those things are. I want to pick up the YSL concealer, so let me know if you've tried that. And then I want to pick up the Chantecaille foundation. Love your thoughts on that too. So I'm planning on doing a video of things that you suggested to me to try out. So I'm compiling a list. Like a few of you mentioned there were some, not dupes, but similar foundations to the Clé de Peau, like the Suq was one, and then another one you mentioned, I have it written down. So I'm compiling that list and then I'm gonna do a dedicated video to all the things you've suggested to me. So I'd love to know what some of those suggestions are, so please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. And I'm twisting this off because I want to see what's on the other side. What is, oh, it's just twisting it. Never mind. Okay. I thought maybe there was a sharpener on that, but I don't think so. Okay, so I picked it up and I don't have it. And craftsmanship. And craftsmanship. I can't say that. But here it is. What is that called? Anyway,